indeed, or rare sight, no, rare listening, whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. Dee was just swearing off camera. Unusual to say the least. Let me hand it off to Dee for his thing.
What's going on, everybody? Brain. This show is for educational and entertainment purposes only. You have to be 21 and over to be here. If not, you have to get out. Get out if you are under 21. Back to you, Creamy.
Correctamundo, in the immortal words of Samuel L. Jackson as Vincent in Pulp Fiction. Why is this not working yet? I don't know why this is not working, but it's slowly. Okay, I think it's finally starting to work. Ladies and geraniums, welcome to the show. Thanks very much for joining us. Please do hit the thumbs up button if you could. This is the bigger channel. I would love to get a little bit of love on this channel. We've been doing it for long enough on this channel that fuck it. If nothing else, we deserve your thumbs up. As I've said before, ladies and geraniums, if you guys dislike the show for some reason, just stop everything you're doing. Just seriously stop. Examine your life. Why are you hate watching this show? If you were going to hate watch something, go hate watch Kanye or something. It's at least more interesting. His wife has ample bazungas, at least that, right? We don't have any ample bazungas on this show, at least that I know of. So stop hate watching this show and go and constructively watch something else. We've been recommending shows lately. What was I trying to say about the other day? I think I literally just kind of lost my train of thought in the middle of talking about it now that I think about it. But I was talking about the Sound Preservation Society. I think he's a really cool guy from Canada. I think I started talking about Canada and then get all like stone babbling, talking about other stuff. But anyway, super funny guy, honestly. I've seen his channel get more and more successful. He's still got a fairly small channel, so definitely go and subscribe or go take a look if you're into audio stuff. Love his channel because, first of all, he's got a really fun sense of humor. But he loves to talk about microphones, audio plugins, all kinds of fun. He always says like 357% nerdy stuff. D, what's a channel that you would recommend for someone who would like to stop hate watching this show?
Um, PewDiePie. Go hate on him. He's a real douchebag.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I mean, you can always watch it because you like it or something. I don't know. Shit, just go watch something else. Holy crap. Go watch Bob Ross reruns or some fuck. I was watching, oh shit, you could watch what's his goddamn name? The New Yankee, you could watch Norm Abram build all kinds of furniture with just the crazy allotment of tools that he has. Every possible tool, every possible router. I was watching a video yesterday where in one particular instance within about 2 minutes of video, he used about maybe $1,000 worth of router bits. It was, I don't know, easily 15 router bits. It was probably more money than that, honestly, because router bits have gone up in price. Like Amana and stuff, it's like 75, $80 per router bit. Here comes smashed. Anyway, but part of the comedy of watching the new Yankee Workshop is basically seeing him build these incredibly engineered pieces of furniture. Go watch that. There's New Yankee Workshop. It's official. It's like actually, it's not even pirated or anything. You can go watch those videos and watch some fucking
Arr.
guy 20 years older now, but even still, fun videos to watch, honestly. Fun videos to have in the background. Go watch that. Instead of thumbs downing this video, instead of sitting here and trolling, instead of being a fucking gaping asshole, honestly, go watch those videos. Go watch something else. If you'd like other recommendations for something else, we'd be happy to recommend them in the show. I'm serious. I'm fucking serious. I can't even understand why somebody would hate watch my goddamn channel. Just don't understand it.
Go, go
Jones
watch
Entry
your
Grove,
mom, because
first and
I
only in
do.
the chat right now. Apparently, exactly. If nothing else, go watch your mama. She's super
Because I
interesting.
watch
The
her
whole
all the
neighborhood
time.
likes to her performances, right? I mean, seriously. I mean, come on. We all know what she looks like at this point. Uh, Sentu Growing this in the house. He's first and only in the chat. I feel like he should win some kind of a prize for just literally being the only one in the chat right now. Congratulations. Good for you. I don't know. Maybe there's a fucking ball game or something going on. I don't know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are more than welcome to hop on here. In the near future here, I'm going to go leave for tacos. Tonight is taco night, as it
Oh,
happens. Oh shit, what did I just do? I did something. God damn you.
tacos.
I need to make some permissions here. Co-host. There we go. D is co-host. Boom. Let's make Smash the co-host as well, and then let's start saying hello to people. What did I say before? Show is for adults only, like Dee said. If the rules are slightly different where you are located, please do follow those fucking rules. Keep your fucking idiot nose clean. I mean, do I have to really tell you? I mean, come on, seriously, but whatever. We have to apparently tell you. So go for it, Dee.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a great night. Thanks for tuning in, everybody that tuned in to the pre-show on my channel, DZombie_745. I'm smoking on Cali Gold, G13, and oh shit, what's that other one? There's another one, I can't think of it, damn it. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a great night. Yeah, cheers.
I have been, before we talked Smash here, I've been smoking endless amounts of lemon tree. As I said, I have lots of lemon tree. Sure enough, that's basically the only thing I have that's actually dry. Somehow the banana cream cake jealousy that was almost dry is somehow now less dry again. So I don't know, whatever it is. I'm just going to give it a little bit longer so I can get nice, snappy. What else? The fucking Marionberry refuses to get snappy. Goddamn Marionberry. What else? Probably Sour Morgana is fine, but I guess I'm saving that because I don't have all that much of it. What else? Yeah, and then just ass piles of lemon tree. So been smoking copious amounts. Here comes Captain. Copious amounts of lemon tree. Not that I'm complaining. It's actually just lovely weed. Thankfully, I like lemon. It's not only lemon, surprisingly. It's got a lot of pine and earth and stuff. A lot of goddamn lemon, though, because of course it's like a lemon tree, basically. But great high. It's Lemon Skunk by Sour Diesel, I believe. So nice breeding, actually. Anyway, Smashed, I interrupted your hello, but I was talking about Lemon Tree. I'm enjoying it. Go for it. Go for it.
Oh no, you're good, bro.
Oh, picture. Captain. Do that.
What's up, man? I hope everyone's having a good day. Uh, birthday's coming up this week.
Happy birthday.
Why?
Uh,
Don't jinx it. That's supposed to be superstitious. You're not supposed to wish people before they're happy. I don't even know. Whatever. Some shit. You're supposed to wait until their birthday.
Hey,
uh,
you get it when you can, right?
I
That's what
think
she
we're
said.
going to the casino tomorrow
I know I
to
do.
hang out. Um, yeah. Other than that, just kind of chilling, getting the gardens back in order.
Right on. Glad to hear it.
Thanks, Captain. By the way,
What's going on? Oh, go. What was that, Smashed?
I just said thanks, Captain.
Speaking of which, go for it, Captain. With the spooky Halloween Frank Zappa skull.
Pigpen.
Say again.
It's Pigpen from the Grateful Dead.
Oh, okay. Glad you told us. I'm
I thought I'd change it
glad I
up
didn't
for
say like
Halloween.
Peach. It's no, that's who the fuck that I could have said that was Santana. That'd be a good one. That'd be valid. That would be a pretty decent one, to be honest. What's going on, Captain?
Not a whole lot. Having a really good day,
Well, that's
full
good.
of positive energy. Everything is moving forward, and things seem to be like falling in place today instead of falling apart.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
So,
Honestly.
yeah,
Let me get some
I'm getting ready to fill my glass with some ice and sit down and enjoy the rest of that half a Death Star joint I smoked. Which I
I thought
did
you were
get my
smoking
cut.
on
I
that.
did get my cut back, by the way.
That's awesome.
So I can't wait to have that back in rotation.
Sweet.
And then we have the other queens of Ohio in the garden, the Lemon G in the dumpster.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pick up the Elydium and hopefully the 1996 Sagamartha Seeds blueberry or bubbleberry. I'm sorry, which is an Ohio favorite too. That came out of Toledo.
Wow.
Oh, famously a town in Spain where they make oh, holy shit, look at that. Lemon Hoko's in the chat. We were just talking about Lemon Hoko last show. Toledo, they make the fucking swordy swords. And to this day they make cutlery, knives, stuff like that. Every country in Europe seems to have one town that basically makes their steel for the fucking life of me for $100. I can't think of the one in France right now. But anyway, welcome, Lemon Hoko. Good to see you. We were just talking about, in fact, we were talking about lemon. I was talking last show about I'm trying to figure out my way forward and stuff in the future, blah blah blah. Whatever, not worth going into, not worth wasting your time. But I was saying, oh, I can't think of anybody else who's doing testing programs anymore or lately. And Dee was like, oh, Lemon, and sure enough, wouldn't you know it? So he's stopping by the way, to say much love back. Just dropping by for a short time to support marijuana channels. Have a great evening, everybody. Good to see you, buddy.
Here's okay.
One of these days, I would like to get back to interview shows. There's really nothing stopping me, to be honest. I guess I just haven't been in the mood. I would love to. Yeah, it sure has been a while. I hope you're doing well, Lemon. I feel bad calling him Mr. Hoko. I don't know, but anyway, good to see you, Lemon Hoko. I hope you're doing well. I was just saying it would be great to get him back on the show. And we had a very informal interview now years ago. Now that I think about it, it'd be nice to have a little bit more, it doesn't have to be more formal, but a little bit more proper anyway, interview. Look at that. All the friends are stopping by. Mr. Scotto's here. Good to see you, Mr. Scotto. A really great guy from Portland area, a grower and tester for me. I think actually tester for Lemon as well. A great guy, by the way. So anyway, I guess I don't know. One of these days, maybe I'm gonna get back to doing the show. Actually, I don't know. It's not a huge, gigantic secret, but it's not for sure yet. But I got some pretty decent news today on the whole house front. So hopefully that's moving forward. It was really kind of like stuck in gear or something. I was like, oh shit, can we get the stick out of it or something, or grease the gears or something? But thankfully, it looks like it's moving forward a little bit apace. With any luck, there's going to be some movement here shortly. So we'll see. It would be really nice. Honestly, it's not like I mean I can grow here. I've got a garden and stuff, so that's been absolutely wonderful. When I first moved here, I wasn't sure if it was just going to be a veg garden or more. So thankfully, I've been able to grow here. But goodness gracious, it'd be nice to have my own freaking house again, stuff like that. So Lemon's saying, my mates from Oregon, one day we should meet up and smoke a bowl. Absolutely, Lemon. One of these days, I keep promising, and I actually mean it. I do mean to actually start up my tasting group again. I've been thinking behind the scenes, I've been thinking about how much easier it would be to have private meetings as opposed to my public meetings, where I had this kind of philosophy where, oh, in theory, everybody should be able to walk in off the street. It was just a thing I had, right? I don't like exclusive clubs or whatever, but it's so challenging to get that kind of stuff done and do it properly. And now you got to get insurance and all this. Oh, my fucking ass. So doing a private meeting or something might be a little bit easier to do, honestly. So stay tuned. I finally have a nice harvest pulled down, speaking of my lemon tree and everything else. So it might be nice to actually get a couple of smoke sessions. Look at that paper scratcher. Now paper, he's saying caca, all the good old friends hopping by. Shane Richmond is in the house. Evol 24. Have I said hello to everybody? Green Figures in the house. Look at that. Welcome everyone. Big John's in the house. Welcome. Joseph Anthony. Good to see everybody. Welcome, folks.
Cheers, Robert. Hey,
By the
John.
way, folks, the rules haven't really changed. If you guys would like to hop on the show, you're more than welcome to hop on the show. We just don't pin the link anymore. I just have this kind of newer philosophy where I'm like, if you want to hop on the show, knock on the door first. So if you guys would like to hop on the show, if you already have the link, you're welcome back on. Zoom usually saves those links, but if you don't have that saved or if Zoom wiped your link, whatever, just ask for the link. We'd be happy to provide it in chat. You guys are more than welcome to hop on here. Captain, I think we interrupted your hello. What's the good word with you?
Oh, a bunch of things are good. Life is good, actually, today.
You were saying that you're making progress. You're making progress with your grow with your grow and with your kind of grow business. Was that the idea, or with something else?
The business is going, the grow is going, and I'm actually speaking politically again. So, it's rewarding.
Speaking politically about weed or about other things?
About weed
Hmm.
and how we have to, Ohio kind of threw everything together, and now we have to like hammer out the details. But we found a conduit for that. So hopefully things will change here in Ohio. If not, you can send me some commissary money at Lake County Jail where I'll be spending an extended time at the
Wait,
stay
what?
of the state. Yeah, I'm
You're going?
pushing the state law here. I'm either going to get arrested or we're going to change the law.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
You're sure you know what you're doing?
Well, I have two professors from the University, Ohio University in Athens, that are
By the
willing
way,
to
let's.
testify on my behalf, and I have a lawyer.
I almost hate to talk over you, Captain, because it's so fucking interesting. But Lemon Hoko's taken off to have dinner with his sweetie. Bon appetit, Lemon Hoko. Very good to see
Hello.
you. Hopefully, we see you again soon. Back to you, Captain. You're apparently dangling under the fucking knife of the arrest warrants and shit. No, tell us more. Seriously, what the fuck?
Well, here in the state of Ohio, no matter if it's a clone, a vegetative, a male, a female, or a flowering plant, if a cannabis plant has roots, it's counted as one of your 6 or 12 household plants you're allowed to
Yeah, some
grow.
states are really strict about that, right?
Okay, well, it hasn't, they came out and they said this, but I'm going to push it here in the state of Ohio that clones, vegetative stative plants are hemp. So the state has really no control over it, and my federal hemp license does.
Hmm.
Because they're talking about cannabis plants, and I'm talking about plants that don't have that much THC in them.
What does your lawyer say? I mean, obviously you don't have to tell us, but have you talked to a lawyer?
Oh yeah.
And your lawyer,
Heyday.
pardon?
Heyday.
Payday what?
It's either going to change the law and I get paid if I get arrested, but I don't think it'll come down to me getting
I don't think you're going
arrested.
to get paid. Why would you get paid? They may change the rules, but I don't know what you would get paid for that.
Exactly.
No, but why would you get?
Well, because I'll get arrested for something that I have a federal license for. And they haven't set anything up as
I
really
think you're presuming that you would get the settlement. I think the actual change in the law could be the settlement.
that would be perfect. actually humidor. That's
But
my main
that won't
goal.
cover your lawyer fees. Has the lawyer
Pro
said it?
bono.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, because it's an older lawyer that's done a lot for the cannabis community.
Oh, lucky.
Not the brothers, are they?
I've known him for 28 years.
Just shut the fuck up, brothers.
Yeah. Step one, shut the fuck up.
They're called Paw Brothers at Law.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
What do the Pot brothers think about it, Stat?
No, I've actually
You're not
known my
wrong though, by the
lawyer
way.
for 28 years.
Pardon?
I've actually known my lawyer for 28 years. Him and Jack Herrera actually got me up to speak at my first festival
That's cool.
and fed me questions.
Better than feeding you
So,
pork?
well, they fed me questions so I wouldn't fail.
Feeding the snake.
And
That's
you know, how many times can Jack get up on stage, you know? They need fresh blood. They need to hear, people need to hear it from new people and
well,
different people,
now,
not the
unfortunately,
old
nobody
same
can get on
people.
the stage anymore. Yeah. Once upon a time.
Yeah.
So I'm like riding a high today.
Yeah.
Today's been a good day. My dad was in a good mood. He did extra exercises today. So we're moving in the right direction all the way around.
It's good to hear.
Sweet. Cheers, chat.
I haven't decided what else I'm going to smoke besides this Death Star later on tonight, though. But we got
Oh,
some.
Captain, you're gonna have to let us choose. We get to choose what you get to smoke. What are your options?
Okay, I have Grease Monkey.
Cold.
I have Hippie Crasher from Red Setter Farms. I have a
Is he cutting
GG4.
out, or is he just that high?
I'm sorry. I have Ice Cream
Oh,
Cake.
my internet connection is unstable. Damn.
I have Black Truffle. And I have Donkey Butter.
I think I think you should roll one of each up and smoke it all at the same time.
Oh shit.
Oh, you think he should have a rainbow joint? Oh, that's a good idea. But you know what you got to do, Captain? All right, now I'm starting to become in favor of this because at first I was like, oh, you got some solid choices there. Let's do the pros and cons. But now I'm starting to think you should get, oh, my nose is dripping. You should get 1 gram of each and then basically make, oh no, how would you do this? That would be really stupid. I was gonna say you could make a spiral. All right, no, what you're gonna have to do is literally put little piles. So it's like 1 gram of each. Start with the grease monkey, like in that exact order. The grease monkey, the fucking truffle butter, no, the peanut butter. Oh, if I can't even remember the order now. Ice cream cake was like third, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, then basically have a joint of many colors and then wrap that shit up. Do you have any hash to put on the outside?
No, but I've got some aged bubble hash to put on the inside.
All right, we're gonna put some aged bubble hash on the inside too. We're gonna do it right tonight, Captain. Do you think you can smoke like a 5 gram joint and not fall asleep or something?
No.
You think you could smoke a 2 gram joint?
Yes.
All right, let's do a 0.5 gram of each. What do you guys? Do you guys agree with me? I don't want to sound like a bully.
I
Half a
think
gram of each, but keep them separate or mix them together.
no,
What's your
keep them
guys'
separate
opinion?
so you can try to taste them
Keep
through
them
or see what
separate.
it tastes
Okay.
like going through.
That was my idea. Yeah, I think it'd be super fun. I mean, they are going to blend together, obviously, but it'd be fun because, like, at first it'll be the one, and then the other, and then the other. Uh, did he say he said first one was Grease Monkey? Because I thought you cut out. It might have just been my internet. You cut out.
Grease Monkey. I've got Hippie Crasher,
Oh, I didn't even hear that one.
Gorilla Glue 4, Ice Cream
Oh,
Cake,
okay.
Black Truffle, and Butter.
Oh, shit. So now we got to actually pick between them. All right. I would say we got to keep the Grease Monkey. I would say we've got to keep the Gorilla Glue and remind me what the last two again are.
Black Truffle and Donkey Butter. Can I have a say in this? I'd really like to try some of the Hippie Crasher from Red
Captain's like,
Setter.
it's my fucking weed. What can I pick? I mean,
The
yeah,
Hippie
it's fun to
Crasher,
pick,
I
but
haven't smoked
it's
yet.
obviously your goddamn weed. Hippie Crasher. That's the thing. I don't know anything about that. What's the Hippie Crasher?
Oh, I forget what
Probably,
cross it was. Uh,
probably wedding
sh-
crash or something.
shit. I'm drawing a blank.
Dude, this marker goes through this paper way better than a fucking Sharpie. And this is some cheap ass permanent marker. Interesting.
What, the Sharpie or what?
No, yeah, I got all right. So I got a Sharpie here, and I got like a cheapo permanent, and this thing
Hmm.
fucking goes through paper like crazy. Like, yeah, the Sharpie does, but this thing really like you can't
But
use
you're
the
trying
other
to go
side.
through the paper? I
Sometimes
don't
with the
understand.
Sharpie you can.
You're trying to go through the paper so you can see through it or what?
No, when I like draw in my book,
Uh-huh.
I try to like. Usually, I don't put something underneath it with a Sharpie, but that
Uh,
pen I had to because it
oh
really
yeah,
went
yeah.
through a bunch.
Bleeds right through.
Yeah.
You know what's a really nice
We can
hopefully I have them here still. Oh, I think I remember the brand. Posca pens. Surely. Here we go. I kept buying like gold Sharpies basically because I was signing my cards for orders and stuff with a gold Sharpie. But I would literally only get through maybe like five cards. Seriously, just like a comically small amount of signatures, literally just signing like, oh, enjoy, Fumi, blah, 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 whatever. Like literally 10 words tops, right? And I would get through five, maybe 10 cards with the fucking Sharpie. And mind you that they were costing like $2, $3 a piece or maybe more. Anyway, these are, I can't remember where they're made, maybe Japan or where the fuck are they made? France? Doesn't matter. Wherever the fuck they're made, they know their shit a little bit better. Posca. You can get them at art stores, I'm sure on Amazon too.
Um,
Not that expensive, honestly.
I looked up what people
Oh, wait,
use.
take my Cushmans. All right. Um, gosh, that's muddled ass breeding, but that's okay. Be nice and tasty though. I would feel like if you're gonna smoke that wedding crasher, gosh, can't even
Hippie
begin
Crasher.
to hippie crasher. There we go. I was like, I can't even give a shit about the name. Uh, I would say skip the grease monkey because I think the grease monkey is gonna basically just grease all of that up. I would say do the hippie crasher first, and then do gorilla glue, and then the black truffle, and then I would say dealer choice after that. What do you think? What do you guys think?
I would, yeah.
Thanks for not saying the Donkey Butter because the Donkey Butter is like the least of my favorite. But I mean, it's nice to have buds again, not little nuggets.
Mm.
You know, when you throw a bud up on the scale and it weighs 3 grams and it's just all flour.
Mm.
yeah.
Dude, I showed off a half ounce. I think I still got it. Hold on. I didn't break it down yet. Let me find it.
Well, folks, welcome to join the conversation. We're obviously inanely talking about random strains right now. Am I muted? No, I'm not muted.
No.
But you guys are welcome to hop on. Please just ask nicely. Like I say, you don't have to beg, borrow, or steal. You don't have to grovel or any stump shit. You don't have to be like, "Oh my God, Fumi, you're the most amazing shit I've ever seen." No, that's feeling bad. Ask nicely. Hey, Fumi, or D, whoever's in the chat right now. We've got a few moderators, I'm sure. We don't have many moderators in the chat or in the channel, but we probably have enough. Just politely say, "Hey, I'd like to hop on," and I'm sure we can provide you the link. If nobody sees, just ask again. We're not trying to ignore you. Oh, please.
So this
What
is
is that?
half ounce. Mm.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Right on.
This is a nice little butt of Gorilla Glue.
This is another
Swallowed a
half
hunk of
ounce.
weed there.
Look at that
Nice.
thing. That's a finger.
Here, I got a
Okay.
lighter.
Hunk of burning love.
More background noise.
Oh, it was a nice you had two there, by the way, Captain.
There's the ice cream cake.
Nice.
Oh,
Look at
nice.
that.
Looks very yeah, looks kind of hazy.
It's frosty.
Yeah, both nice
And
and nice.
flat on one side. I wonder how they dried it.
Um,
That's awesome, Smash.
it's the blueberry Kush, blueberry to OG.
You zombie, feel boss.
I can trim it. I didn't trim it like the best. There's still fucking dead leaves in here, but it's probably the favorite. I just tried some
Trim
Donatello.
prison.
I didn't like it.
This is my favorite.
What is that?
D-Star.
Oh, right.
The captain's cut.
Nice, Smash. Smash, we got a
It's
bowl
full.
full.
I should send you some of my copious supply of lemon tree. Pray do that.
Add the turkey into the pot.
Oh yeah, Fumi. These are the metal containers I was talking about. Right here.
Yeah,
Oh, right on.
you put the
Show us
turkey
more.
into the.
Those are okay. Those are just they're like regular food storage, right? They're not cannabis or whatever. Or are they? Just stainless
No,
steel.
yeah, good food.
Sold. Right on.
I figure if
Uh,
it was good for food, why can't I put my weed in there?
I mean, no, that's safe. Yeah, to be honest. Well, okay. There are some exceptions, but realistically, it's probably going to be fine. Um, you're definitely going to get less upcharge anytime it's cannabis related, 3 times as much, right? Kind of dumb that
I
way.
just duct taped. That came with a clear lid. I just duct taped the lid.
Hmm. Nice, Mr. Scano. He's just enjoyed Pacifica days. What else? Mr. Scano talking about good to see a CTC.
I want to have a blunt. If I had a
Scratcher
blunt,
is that I'm still breeding. I am. What's that, Smash?
I want a blunt.
Twist it up, motherfucker. Do
I
it.
haven't smoked a blunt in a long time.
I know. I don't think I have any.
We should challenge Cap. Oh, he said he didn't want like a 5 gram. Well,
Hold on.
3 grams.
Hey,
Although
Smash.
he probably would enjoy a blunt. Shit, Captain smokes cigarettes all
Oh,
day long. I bet he would enjoy a blunt.
hold on.
Captain, what are
I
your thoughts?
I actually don't because I hit it like a joint, and that's way not the way to hit tobacco. I
Maybe think.
talk my head off. But
Think
this
about
hippie crasher smells fucking awesome.
That's cool. What does it smell like?
It's too bad you
All
weren't.
organic, hand trimmed with love.
It's too bad you
Thank
weren't
you.
close by Smash. Oh, I dropped them.
No, I don't know if I have any fucking actual wraps or anything right now. All I got is papers.
Bullshit.
You know, D, I'm only
You could
three and a
always
half hours
you could
from
always
you.
Run off to 7-Eleven.
Thought
Bam.
about it already. They want.
Or
I think they're like $5 here. Or
no
$10.
the juice.
Freaking
No reason
No.
the juice. Sorry.
market. Price of blunts is too high. Remember that guy? Right.
Natty.
There you go. Oh shit! Is that just an empty package?
No, there is some one left.
Oh shit! Lucky as hell.
I'm gonna roll it up. Let's do
Guys
it.
can taste on the Pacifica. The ones that I've grown have been okay. I haven't
What?
grown enough. Honestly, I've only grown maybe 3 to 5 of them. Pretty citrusy. Reminded me a lot of the mom. Reminded me a lot of the Oaxacan Thunderfuck. Has that kind of armpity, salty, whatever taste with a really
Oh.
an old school, probably piney. Honestly, pretty piney aroma. The Oaxacan definitely has some pine in it for sure. And then the sort of fermented pine needles kind of the Thunderfuck definitely comes through on that Oaxacan Thunderfuck. You get almost this kind of like you don't get as much of the Thunderfuck flavor. You get just kind of that fermentedness basically, with that sort of salty whatever on the Oaxacan Thunderfuck, I guess was what I'm trying to say. Progeny anyway, that Coot special is so dominant with the citrus that you get a lot of that citrus coming through. Anyway, it's a really interesting cross, I think. Good highs, really uplifting, clear-eyed. I mean, you might have red ass eyes, but basically I like to think it's clear-eyed instead of sleepy-eyed. Knock you on the couch, that kind of thing. Not really that. I want to say it's more go out, have a party, go eat ribs with your friends, that kind of thing. Um, I'm a fan. But Mr. Scotto, no, somebody else in the chat was saying they got strawberries, raspberries, something like that off of the Pacifica Days. That was kind of fun to hear. I wonder what Mr. Scotto will say.
I actually just popped some. What is this? Platinum garlic breath. It's a mimosa, a papaya to mimosa.
Okay.
That's kind of more up your alley for sure. Yeah, you go like that papaya and the mimosa is a papaya cross, right? I think.
No,
So,
no, that's the only thing I don't really care for. I like platinum.
I think the mimosa is papaya by by uh
Tangy. Tangy cross with I had a chance to get it. Let
yeah,
me look.
either that or Tropicana cookies, I was gonna say.
I think it's
Uh,
tangy. Now is that strain is mimosa any good? Because we were
it's
gonna get
okay.
some of that tonight
It's
actually.
tasty. I've definitely had. I remember that. I don't remember how good the high was, but I do remember
It's
it being
okay.
wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Mimosa.
I don't think
Not one for me.
it's not the hitting. It's not like a heavy hitting cross. It's more for a taste, I think.
Hmm. Big John, by the
I
way, was
would
saying,
agree.
I think about the Pacifica days that it was more berry while it was growing. Smoke is kind of a peppery burn with a little something else mixed in. He says that's definitely that kind of Oaxacan. Um, yeah, I can definitely dig that kind of pepperiness. Maybe a little bit from that Thunderfuck for sure, because the Thunderfuck has like a little bit of a. I think Mean Gene calls it the fizz. It's got a little bit of like a carbonation to it, kind of. Maybe that's part of it. Anyway, I
So
dig it.
I'm infusing this one
Hmm.
with some trop cookies, um, live resin.
Flavorful choice.
Hey
Ooh,
Captain, did you say
that's
black truffles?
yes, I did.
Oh, I would have that here too on my menu. Sweet. I'm still looking for.
I think this is trop cherry. I don't know. One of the trops. I gotta look.
Holy fuck! What's
I
this
just
box?
put.
Friends are in
I
the
don't know.
chat. Hooksterdam's in the chat. Good to see you, Hooksterdam. Who else is in here
I'm
tonight?
working on
Let's
an
put
infancy.
that line in there.
Jack Beanstalk's hanging. Good to see you. Welcome, folks.
What the fuck is mimosa?
Jacob is kind. Missed you. Welcome, folks. And of course, as we like to say, lurkers, non-lurkers, you're all welcome. Here you are.
Yeah.
Say hello in the chat if you guys have been lurking all this time or however long you've been watching. You're more than welcome
Oh,
to say hello. We'd like to think we're not going to bite your head off. So
maybe I'll
Make
eat the
sure
brains a
you
little.
do it
that's right. I mean, if
and
we do, we're going to make sure to eat your brains, right, D? We're not going to.
That's right.
All right, boys.
What's
I
that?
we'll
gotta
Nick?
do
try.
it in live chat, not top chat though.
That's right. That's far
Right.
superior. Well, you can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna try to make it to the safety meeting tomorrow,
Say
but
again.
I'm gonna try to make it to the safety meeting tomorrow. But I gotta sleep in because I'm going to the casino late because I want to be there for my birthday at midnight.
I'm actually thinking about doing the safety meeting on the move tomorrow. I'm thinking about
True.
going to the beach tomorrow. I
Where
haven't
you
been
going?
for a while. I'm like, fuck it. I'll just drive to the beach tomorrow. I don't have anything
Oh
else.
hell yeah!
Shit, I might just do that. So we'll see. We
Is
might
it
need.
still, dude? Has it been normally nice? Because it went from like 50 degrees to 70 this week.
We definitely did lose a lot of heat. Like it was 70 something last week. People were wearing shorts. I was wearing shorts. Maybe not exactly last. No, I think actually last week I was still wearing shorts. Now it's definitely sweater weather. It's these bear
Sweater meat.
stuff like that. Still getting ripening on the tomatoes, thankfully. I'm really happy about that. My friend was going to chop down tomatoes. I was like, no, no, let him go. Let him keep going. Sure enough, I
I
got
took mine down
nice
today.
potatoes today. I think I'm still going to get some tomorrow if it doesn't fucking freeze tonight. That would be pretty shitty. But what was I going to say? Surprisingly, it's late October, still getting tomatoes. What can you do? But yeah, definitely like high 50s, high 30s couple nights this week, so definitely chilly as fucking balls. Glad I don't have any plants outside still.
Shut up, teasing me.
That white runts, if it had been sunny, I probably would have left it out, honestly, because the white runts, that cut anyway, I don't think
Nice.
it's the cut I used to have. That cut was legendary. I mean, that shit was 10 out of 11 out of 10. I think the one that I have now was like 6 out of 10. So we'll see. We'll see how it smokes. But yeah, that other, oh my, absolute.
Hey,
Sometimes something indoors and outdoors, it's very different, right? Jaeger is a famous cut in Oregon. Oh, for the life of me, I can't think of the cross on that one right now. It'll come to me. Is it Blue Dream to something? It'll come to me in a second. Anyway, it's famous. It's kind of boofy weed at this point, but it grows spectacularly outdoors. And apparently nobody grows it indoors because it just nanners the fuck out indoors. So
mm,
people just, they grow it outdoors.
I
Yeah.
cut down 2 of my plants outside today.
Oh,
I
gross.
still have 2 going.
Nazi sounding shit.
hey, what? Hey,
Um,
Susie, did you say? Sorry, go ahead, Smash.
no, go ahead, D.
I was just gonna ask Susie, did you say you had banana cream?
Banana cream cake jealousy. I wish I had just a
Oh,
straight up banana cream.
okay.
I have banana OG though, so I'm happy about that. Apparently, Jaeger is Hindu Kush to Indica. Alrighty. Was all right. This
Yeah,
makes
I
me
cut down.
named after the dark alcoholic beverage from Germany, which apparently I haven't
How you
tried.
doing?
An indica dominant strain with a tinge of black licorice in its aroma. Little is known about its genetics, but rumor has placed Junior somewhere in the Hindu Kush. Oh, Jaeger, somewhere in the Hindu Kush genealogy, or a cross of Ellie Confidential and Blue Dream. See, that's what I was. Well, Blue Dream is something I forgot if it was Ellie Confidential or something else. That's very different cross if it's Hindu to an indica versus LA Confidential. Anyway, some also suspect it was bred and popularized in Southern Oregon. That's what I always thought that it was basically Southern Oregon. Anyway,
I really wish this was a tobacco blunt.
pardon?
I wish this was
Oh,
tobacco leaf.
Uh, have
Um,
you ever tried?
I just really enjoy because I haven't really. Well, okay, that's not true. I smoke tobacco pipes all the time, but I try to avoid like inhaling tobacco anymore. So I try to avoid like tobacco blunts. I've kind of gotten used. I guess I don't really have that many blunts now that I think about it. Maybe 3, 4 a year, but I've kind of gotten used to the palm
Oh,
leaf and
gone.
I, I feel like I tried a banana. That might not be true. Anyway, some other leaf.
Hey, Smack, have you ever tried grabba leaf?
Yeah, it's just tobacco leaf.
Yeah. Is it any
Yeah,
good?
that's all right. It's like the
I
most
get,
natural blunt I guess you can get. You're literally rolling the actual leaf.
yeah. I sometimes get with I this blah, blah, blah. This delivery place I get my one delivery from. They sometimes throw a pack of grabba leaf in with it. It's really
Um,
Big Joe is playing
you
with
be
fire.
seeing some people can't roll blunts unless they have like a little baggie of ground grabo leaf or something in it. I'm like, what the fuck? They'll be rolling joints with grabo leaf and shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Rubble leaf. Rubble leaf.
yeah.
Uh, just the tobacco leaf ground up. What
Oh,
graba. Um,
I wish-
It's
yeah,
supposed to
they'll.
enhance the
It's weird.
flavor. It's supposed to enhance the flavor and the taste because it's smoked or not smoked, but it's like what's it called? They add like oh fuck, like it's not mesquite, but you know what I'm saying? That kind of flavor to it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
Can't
don't
think.
know.
Midwest.
I'd rather just like I don't know why that like why I don't know why you would put it in your weed though. Like I'd rather
Yeah,
just have instead of buying ground up leaf, why don't you just buy the leaf and roll it up?
in is it
Yeah.
Jamaica or is it Saint Martin? It's like Saint Martin or somewhere. They use a technique called the roll on. We'll actually take a piece of the cigarette and they'll put it into the end of the joint, and they roll the joint in the with the tobacco with the cigarette. So then when it gets down to the end, you get this like funky taste, I guess. They call it the funk. Right on, Captain.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that. I don't like fake shit. I don't.
Well,
Oh,
not fake. It's tobacco,
oh, I got
like
you.
tobacco cigarette. Roll
Maybe
into
yeah,
a joint.
they got a whole bunch of different terpene blunts now and shit too.
Oh wow, what a dry hit.
Sounds nice. CSO always has the coolest shit. CTC says Urkel by Purple Packy. Oh, that's the whole cross. Urkel by Purple Packy by Purple Kush SR71. Oh, that's
Holy shit, that's a
yeah,
mouthful. That's what she said.
nice.
Mhm.
CTC says it veggies slower than anything. Hopefully it'll be fine in flour. Sometimes that kind of wild shit takes forever. What's going on, bud?
Oh, hey, bud.
That taco time may be approaching. We'll see here.
Oh, Mac, I need to boil your squirrel soup, buddy. I need some tacos.
Cheers,
Well,
bud. You look like you're on the Death Star. Can hear us.
no.
Quick, talk about good things.
Did I ever show you guys my antique cookie jar I used to put weed in?
Say again.
No.
This thing up.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice. That's killer.
It's
Baller.
airtight. It's got like a
Nice.
wax. This is all wax up here,
Huh,
and you seal it like that.
that's fun.
We got a fat nug in here too. Look. Doop.
I just
yeah.
got real jars.
I don't know
Uh,
why I have this one.
Worth remembering. I don't know how much of an issue this is for us, but someday someone will probably look this up. Lead crystal. I don't know what kind of fucking glass that is, but I'm just saying, just in case, because sometimes people will store stuff in like lead crystal. In theory, the tobacco, or no, I'm sorry, the weed terpenes can interact with the lead in the lead crystal if it's got enough lead. I don't
I think it's just glass.
know about that. Yeah, it's probably just glass. But just remember, like folks, if you use lead. fancy.
It is a good thing to look. Yeah. Did you ever see? There's a guy that goes around with it's like a lead detection kit. He throws a little bit of liquid and then uses a UV at like the uh, Salvation Army or wherever you go secondhand.
Smart. Actually, a lot of stuff has a surprising amount of not only lead but cadmium, all kinds of other heavy metals. Um,
Dark chocolate.
420 and hardcore are always talking about ceramics, especially
Oh,
craft ceramics. They're notorious
Damn.
for high levels of even mercury in some cases on the glazes. Depends on the actually even high fire porcelain pottery can have really high lead and everything else. So anyway,
it's
something I don't even think about for sure.
it's interesting. It's like a liquid. He like puts it on the like teacup or whatever, and then he uses a UV light. And if it glows, it reacting with the lead. If it doesn't glow, it has none in it. It's pretty interesting. I don't know.
Let's talk about Big John's question. Was that smashed?
It's pretty interesting
Oh,
to
I'm
see
sorry.
how much stuff at like the secondary market
Heard
had it
you
in.
say it, it just fell out my fucking head. Sorry, I was thinking about Big John's. This is the influence of lemon tree, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually good shit. Uh, Big John was asking about Dark Lord. That was one of my TO BPR crosses. I really quite like that one, and I wish I had a little bit more time to work on it. I thought about basically just kind of giving away all the seeds because honestly, I can't even tell you the bad taste in my mouth with all the coot. Whatever, we'll just leave him alone, right? But the cross itself has been people that have gotten it. I only sent it to a couple people and they loved it. So it's no surprise because TO is good stuff. It's honestly good breeding. It's not the best thing in the history of the world, like perhaps Coot would tell you, but it is definitely really good breeding. And then I really liked the cross to that Black Prince Ruby. The Black Prince Ruby has tended to give everything that it touched enhanced vigor, which the TO needs in spades. It gives it resistance, which the TO needs in spades. Gives it a little bit more flavor, which I would argue the TO needs. Those kind of
Ooh.
great great hashiness, really nice. The characteristics great for washing, pressing, etc. Great hashability, but the flavor lacks tremendously. I think adding that BPR should add a lot of flavor. And so far, everybody that's grown it actually really liked it. So I would really like to grow that one more. Don't ask me right now which one that is. I don't remember. It was either the phenotype 1, 2, or 3. I literally have to go back and look on my website, which I've taken all that stuff down right now. But it was the Dark Lord, I think was the TO leaning one. I had basically the TO leaner, Black Prince Root Reliener, and then one in the middle. And then I essentially crossed to all three of them basically with the new Coot Special, I guess is what it was. So anyway, long story short, I wish you luck. It should be excellent stuff. If I had a chance, and hopefully when I get my house, hopefully that'll be the first thing I actually cross. I mean, I have a list, a whole thing of seeds here that I've just been packing. So like there's always something, but that definitely was one of the things that was at the top of the list. So I guess when Bud Kilowatt knows how it is. Like you think you're gonna pop this one thing, and then finally when you actually pull out the case, actually finally time, so and so has sent you another thing, and your friend fucking Bill has sent you another box of seeds, and meanwhile you bred some other fucking thing, and on and on and on, and your priority changes, right, Bud?
I haven't
Exactly.
actually had anyone send me seeds in a while. I've usually be the one sending seeds, man.
Now I got
So
this
now this
one.
enterprise.
I
You
guess it's
were the
passing 4 weeks, and my friend made it out of something that I made on accident, whatever. But oh man, it smells special. It smells different than anything else I've ever smelled. So I have hopes,
nice.
and it looks like it might fit the criteria to be run. I'm excited about it. Still only halfway there, and then you got to try it, cure it, and then see. A lot goes into it. I
Gentlemen, I'm
haven't
going
cracked a seed or
to
anything in like that'll be the first once in over a year since I shut down my place. Because over here, the yeah, my place had the luxury to like have all kinds of weird shit going on within it, where this place is a little more rigid.
Production.
Yeah. Well, this place just has a lot more bills.
Yeah, like electric.
That and yeah, I had my flowering room set where I had like one tray at a time every week. So like if something took 75 or 80 days, that was okay. I guess that's okay. Over here, that's not good. You know, like everything is by yeah, production. I mean, not in the big commercial sense, but big enough that you have to follow some of those rules in today's market.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
it's a
kind of
career.
miss the days where you could mess around and not worry about what it costs or any of that shit.
Even though you say it's small, I have a feeling that it's supplied you this long. Like you got a couple gardens still going. Like you should, dude. You got a lot going on. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, like I remember years ago when I teach people or try, you know, like because I'm really into perpetual, and sometimes when you're new, that seems like a lot. I'd be like, yeah, it's just like juggling. You know, you got to just juggle three things, okay? That's it. You know, clones, veg, and flower. It's just juggling.
Send them
And
the
then when you
clown.
add an extra room to it, or you add, then it's just like juggling six things, you know, or, but one thing about juggling, you can't stop. Like once they're up in the air, you just got to keep going, or if you stop, everything comes tumbling down, you know?
Ashes
That's
to
the thing.
ashes.
And yeah, like I, as it's Croctober and my friends that do outdoor are bitching about all this work and this whole thing. But I also know because I asked, oh, what's your plans for whatever month where I know, yeah, they do all this work, they cash in or whatever, and then they have like months off, like half the year almost. You know what I mean? Where when you're indoors and juggling, yeah, you're stuck like a truck for decades. But I've chosen, you know, it's the life I've chosen. Considering I'm crazy, I think that the juggling is keeps me out of trouble. Otherwise, like if I had like 4 or 5 months and a pocket full of change, yeah, who knows? I probably wouldn't have survived this long.
Travel. That's what I did.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked my post I made on Instagram. Somehow I found this band. It's like a Japanese bluegrass band in Japan. Hey, they're good, but like
Yeah.
I love
there's
you long
something about
time.
like they're like you, like if you listen to it, you would never be fooled that these are some guys in Tennessee playing bluegrass. You don't, yeah, what? Like it didn't see them, and then when you saw them, you realize, oh yeah, they're Japanese because like the way they sing, they
But the
probably
banjo,
barely speak English but can sing English.
but the banjo player is female.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And
what
that's like
kind of
they were
threw
doing like
me.
a classic, like a real old classic song, and you know they had that. They were authentic.
Sucky
I
suck.
love stuff like that. That world pockets of the world is got all kinds of things going on. You
Dog
never think
walking.
in different places. I think. I mean, it's probably been going on forever, but the internet brings all that shit, or social media brings it alive.
I seen a video today. A guy was holding a sign saying, "I escaped North Korea twice. Ask me anything." It's pretty crazy. But there's a bunch of like comedians and stuff that were from China, and they come over here and they really start like or Korea or Vietnam, and they were like going, yeah, it's crazy. Some of these stories are crazy.
Yeah, well, the world has definitely gotten smaller in that fact that
It's cool that we can actually experience like other, like, well, I mean, I guess they're speaking English, so, but you can tell they have like they still have their thick accent.
I follow this one bass player chick from China,
The
but
sucky fuck.
she's famous, so she really lives in Japan, but she's Chinese. But then there's a few other musicians that come across my Instagram where I'm always amazed how, yeah, talented they are, like technically talented.
Yeah, I've been watching this kid. He's crazy.
Yeah, there's
I
some of them are
think he's
like
from
I don't
Spain.
know, maybe it seems like what you call like child prodigy phenom prodigies of youth.
This,
There's a couple pop out of the America, but like, oh no, like China
yeah,
like
because
seems well, they got a way bigger population, so that could
yeah,
be
their
part of
parents,
it.
and then
And
also some of them are fucking taken from their parents and put into schools strictly for music and shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
Chinese
years
gymnastics
and years ago
people
when
go missing.
I was young, my one of these jobs my mom got me was I was managing the Shanghai and the Beijing acrobatic groups that were on contract with Six Flags uh, amusement parks, and would spend like 6 weeks with each of the troops in different cities. Well, they had their thing, their gigs there, and then I learned so much. Like most of them were kids, like 2, 3 years old, where their parents brought them to these institutions that are the acrobatic troops where they got accepted. And then, yeah, like basically their parents would wave bye to them and then they lived there and went through like very rigorous training to be able to like spin those plates and do all that crazy shit they did. And this is like in the 80s. Yeah, like it was through the translator. Yeah, they worked for the government of China, basically. Those acrobatic troops were the government of China. And like, if they work in the summer, all summer, 6 shows a day at Six Flags, yeah, they would be able to maybe get a new refrigerator for their family or a new washer dryer or something like that. That would be like the equivalent of their pay. I was like, oh, like they worked for nothing. They were like slaves. It was kind of a sad existence because they were really talented. Like,
You ever see that South? There's a South Park episode about this.
yeah, I don't know if it's still that way. It's been a lot of years, but oh, it was. And like my real job was there. Each troop had what was it, 15 people, but they traveled with 16 because they had their own chef, which was really critical because like oh they couldn't eat American food and be healthy and do their thing. They had to eat like authentic Chinese food, which oh every city has like Chinese Chinatowns or grocery or stuff where that was part of my job is to connect the chef where he could get the stuff. And I remember having many meals with them where I was like, oh, there wasn't a dish on that table that you could order at an American Chinese food place here. No, they don't do sweet sour pork and this, that, the other. No, no. They had like this whole other. I kind of remember that a lot of the stuff was like what we would consider byproducts, like of the meat or the fish. Like, yeah, that was like what was authentic to them.
Yep. Same way in Thailand.
Yeah, like it wasn't like, oh, we need the finest cut of whatever meat or no. They were looking for like stuff that, yeah, that was the one thing I remember. Like, yeah, and the guy cooked it up. It was always good. You just didn't want to know what was in it.
But when you go to like Thailand and you look at the food, the meat that they put in, and we would think that they're scraps. But because of the amount of meat to fat to whatever, when they go to fry it all up, that's when the flavors really pop. At least in Thailand, that's the way it was.
My buddy owned a Thai restaurant, or his family owned a Thai restaurant growing up, and we used to get this stuff called crazy noodles, and it was pretty much spicy chicken stir fry with like full bean pods and little corn, like actual like mini corn. It was good. It was really good.
Now, I've been to some restaurants inside like San Francisco Chinatown. One friend that's a chef, like he knows all the spots. Yeah, there wasn't a lick of English on the menu. It was mainly Asian Chinese people, and
That's the way you
maybe
know
it
to go.
wasn't really like the stuff that I had with the troop, but it was like on that same level where it was like it wasn't American Chinese food.
It's usually how I find the best places is you look inside and you see who's eating in there.
Exactly, that's really truth. Mexican food around here.
I went to a Mexican spot the other day, dude. They barely spoke English, but it was some of the best Mexican I've ever had.
Yeah. Well, there's like American Mexican food and real Mexican food.
I just get burritos. I'm a plain person. I'm burritos, tacos. Uh, I really like fajitas.
That's simple.
I know.
Compare that to Thai cooking, which is very complicated and complex.
But I am
But it's
working.
all prepared within a couple, minutes.
Mhm. I notice, like, I'm a real big Italian guy. Like, I love Italian food. I love pasta. Um, but normally, Italian places are double the money for good food. Like you're gonna go in there and spend if it's $20.
Well, in today's world, like, yeah, it's all about what ingredients they use, and if you're going to use the goods, then you got to charge
Yeah,
for it.
pay. You got to pay.
Level
Yeah, I guess
simple
that's
thing like a
true.
meatball. You can make a meatball with so many different grades of meat, and even just everything. And all the breadcrumbs, all that stuff has like grades. In most restaurants, yeah, and one thing Americans like, we're value-based customers. So like over time, everything's about value.
Yeah, but I go to a Mexican spot. They make their homemade the tortillas. They
Yeah.
make everything. Well, you're gonna spend 10 to 20 bucks on a burrito. I go to an Italian spot. I get spaghetti, let's say with chicken parm. That's gonna be even if they make their own spaghetti and it's good chicken. Normally, it's going to be just more money. Italian, I don't know why Italian cuisine is always based a little bit
I know
money.
one thing. When I go to good Italian places, the portions are fucking huge.
Huge.
I always end up with good leftovers.
Has anyone ever seen one of those Italian places where they come up with a cart and there's not like meals on the menu. You just buy everything separate. That was one of the best meals I've ever had, but also one of the most expensive.
I don't know. I go to one Italian restaurant out by me, and then I go down to Little Italy, and I don't pay.
I go up to Boston and I don't know. Normally when I'm out, I'm looking for like I don't know. I'm a really big like when I'm out and about getting like just chicken and rice because it's simple and easy. It's not like the most unhealthiest thing if it's not fried chicken.
Well, mainly in the Bay Area, like Columbus and Lombard, it's like where all the Italian restaurants are. Some of them are thirsty, and then other ones are less thirsty. But yeah, there's some good food there. That's what I like about San Francisco. Everything's like compartmentalized more, like the food sections. Same with New York, where a little bit in LA, like the
Swimming in
Korean
Boston.
barbecue areas, just Korean barbecue part of town. But down here in San Diego, it's not like that. Like we don't really have like an area that's predominantly that's where you get this food or that.
So I mean, there's like pockets and like so you go to Boston. There's Little Italy, which is the North End. There's Chinatown, Jamaica Plain. Lawrence is all Dominican. If you ever want good Dominican food, like, but the thing is, that city sucks. Like Lawrence, Lowell, Lowell's a lot of Dominican and Puerto Ricans. Um, there's only a couple Jamaican spots around here. I noticed that the other
Yeah,
day.
man.
There's only like maybe two, three, one closed down recently.
Yeah, man. We be German.
But anything else really I could get. I love being on the East Coast. Our Chinese food's so good on the East Coast too. I went to
Don't
Vegas and I tried like Chinese food. It was all right. I tried their pizza sucked. It was called Boston pizza. It was nothing like a Boston pizza. So don't go there if you go to Vegas.
don't be a
My
bummer clock and go to Boston Pizza in Vegas. One.
Actually, if you go there, don't just
Bummer clock.
get cheese pizza and ask them to overcook it a little bit. Because that was the
Well,
blood.
I'll say one thing about Vegas. I've been going there since I was a fucking kid. In the new Vegas, which I don't really like. Oh, there's a lot of good food there. Oh, nothing's free like it used to be. But
no.
and there's also a lot of junk food, like shit, bullshit. But there's also really good food there. Yeah, like that's one of the things they did. Even my
My
brother in
buddy,
the chef business points out that because of Vegas and the demand for product, yeah, a lot of the best grade of shit is harder and harder to get because they're taking it all.
I met a guy that was a chef at the Wynn. And I also met another kid that lived in Vegas, and he turned me on to this Wagyu spot. I gotta look at. I would have to look at my text. I forgot the name, but it was the cheapest Wagyu, and they actually had certifications and everything with them. It was good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can print
I
those
tried some
up too.
wagyu. Maybe I just didn't get the good wagyu, or I don't know. I I do like ribeye, which has a little
A4,
fat,
A5.
I'm
but
not a
like
big.
somehow the it seems like it's too much fat.
It's
It's
real
a
marble.
different type of fat, is what it is, and it coagulates and gets hard really fast if it's not hot. When I eat wagyu, I cut my steak in half and I cook it at different times because I want that wagyu like hot right off the pan
I
or
want
the
to.
grill.
I want to try that. Like it's not Korean. I guess it's a Japanese barbecue, maybe, where they have a grill at the table and you can order like wagyu.
Shiba.
It's like slivers
Yeah,
of wagyu and stuff.
And then
yeah.
you got to cook
That's
it
mainly
yourself.
Korean barbecue, but there's I think Japanese has a style that's that same way with they call it
The shabu.
diff yeah, there's different names for the barbecue
Ooga
device.
I want to try one of them. That's the next thing I've wanted to try. I've seen them I've seen them on YouTube and on TV, and I'm like, that looks cool.
You want to go to like Thailand because they literally have those, but they have them at like a buffet style.
That'd be cool. I think most of them are like you pay for a certain level.
Dish. You buy it by a dish.
Oh, so yeah, well, I don't know. I've never been there. I looked up.
Korean barbecue for sure is like, oh, you pay one price and you can eat as much as, yeah,
It's like different levels though. If you want the A5 unlimited, it's like $80. You know what I mean? Not
yeah,
50.
yeah. Well, they have a different, yeah, they have the levels. The basic, which,
Okay, so that is the Korean barbecue. I want to try
yeah.
that really bad. I wouldn't mind trying the Thailand style too.
Anytime you're with like a group of like 4, 6 people, I mean, it is kind of pricey, but it's a good way to go out to eat and
It's
spend
an
time and
interactive, like
talk and
actually.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
more
that's another
social.
thing I've never done. Hibachi.
And
What?
hibachi, well, the word tells me it's Japanese, right? Like, yeah, it's we just consider everything like
Grill.
barbecue, grill, but then in other cultures, there's they name them and they are different.
I think the Mongolian style is my favorite. It's like a big
Oh,
round,
goddamn Mongolian trying to
and
break
you
my
literally
city
give
wall.
them like you pick a sauce, you pick everything you want at this place, and they'll cook it, and it like I don't know, probably about like 30, 40 people can stand around this big ass fucking grill. It's probably about 5 foot wide circle, and they like put your food in a like a line where you're at, and they have the sauce and stuff, and it's like kind of like a I don't know, like a bar atmosphere for food, kind of like you gotta like stand next to someone while they cook it, but at least you get to go back to your table with your friends. It's pretty cool.
Just don't build a shitty wall.
It's called Fire and Ice in Boston. Go during lunch if you're gonna do it too. It's cheaper and usually the lunch it's better. The dinner's okay too, but the lunch is I think worth it. Dinner's kind of pricey for what it is, but they got like lobster or caviar. Like yeah, they got everything.
I found the same thing at that Indian restaurant I go to. The dinners are like they give you lots more portion, but you get the lunch special. You get to pick like two different side dishes. And it comes with rice and naan, so you get like a whole bunch of shit. And one like what was it, $15?
You know you're at an expensive Chinese spot when you gotta order everything separate, like fried rice, whatever
Oh,
you want.
fried rice.
You can't get it in a platter.
A la carte, yeah, a la carte.
Yeah, a la carte.
I
And we,
normally go to places where you can get like a mixed batch of something. You can usually find
Thailand's
a poo
perfect
platter
for you.
too. That's kind of universal in the Chinese industry, a poo platter.
When I go back to Thailand, I'll be ordering 2 meals at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I do that here.
When,
I'm already up to 165 pounds.
I probably weigh 300, 280.
when are they deporting you, Captain?
March 27th.
Deport the. Oh,
Yeah, I gotta go back to Thailand on March 27th. They're deporting me from the United States. Luckily, I've got two good people that will be able to take care of what I leave behind for the month because I'm going to be going with a friend. He's decided that he wants to come over to Thailand.
right on.
And my friend's been doing like sound and lights for the past, God, I know of for the past 30 years. And I think he sold out of Buckeye Lake. So his requirements there are very minimal. So he's got some extra time coming back from Aruba. So he's going to join me in Thailand for April in Songkran.
True.
Sorry, guys.
No, I'm just reading back to trying to catch up on the chat here. Oh, she's keep taking blankets. Oh, I see for the roots.
But, you know, me going back to Thailand,
Oh,
ordering a double portion of chicken fried rice is going to cost me $2.25.
oh, my heart just hurts for you there.
Yeah,
Oh,
no shit.
fuck.
I mean, I walked into the place the other day here, and like I said, the pineapple fried rice was $14. And I'm saying, wait a second. Okay, I know that's a little bit more expensive, but that's like $1.50 over in Thailand.
I'm gonna eat some hash drops. 25 milligrams. I've already eaten two. So if I eat two more, that's 100. If I eat one more, that's 75 for the day.
So just three more.
Ketamine and bourbon were pretty good.
Yeah, I'll eat one and then I'll save four for tomorrow night.
Wait, what are you eating again?
Oh,
Hash drop?
Oh, I know guys in high school used to do like this challenge. How many holes can they eat or something in a certain amount of time?
another dead Indian.
Uh,
Well, I've gone through 2 bottles of that since I've been home.
These are good. These hash drops.
yeah. Right on. I felt bought wrong. Oh,
They actually really fucking hit me. The RSO ones hit me, but not. I don't know. They weren't as. They were more sleepy than anything else. Like they made my body relax. The hash drops make me like I don't know, just kind of stoned, not like sleepy or anything. It gets you in the head a little bit.
ketamine makes me feel drunk.
So I'm going to the casino tomorrow.
Right on.
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I haven't decided really what I want to play. I might go play poker for a little bit.
Always bet on black.
If I bet on black and I lose, I will be coming for the money. I'm just kidding.
Wesley Snipes.
I will put a little bet on black for you. See if we win. The shitty thing is I usually play so if you go to like a real table and get chips, you gotta do like a $25 minimum on the table. But they have like it's not digital because it's right in front of you. It's an actual roulette wheel. There's just no dealer that does everything by itself.
Whoa, what? The
And
hell do
that's
you get paid
usually when I
out?
go. It's only
I
$3
want
or $5, something like that. I like roulette. It's fun. Like I want to learn to play craps. No one's ever taught me to play craps. If there's I guess there would still be a dealer.
Well, there's
There.
multiple people that running that.
I just want to learn how to play it. I don't know. I don't want to spend a lot of money learning, but
It's
Well,
pretty straightforward, but it is
I
like
there's just so many
there's
things.
no easy way to like you kind of just follow what people that really know what they're doing do because
I just want to
and
throw
then,
the
you,
dice.
then
You know?
those things start to you understand why.
it's all
Like
right.
I remember the first few times this one guy that knew he's like, yeah, you realize Jack, you're betting against like yourself. Like you do this and then you do this. Like it's easy to like put the wrong like bets like the feel like I forget all the names. I'm not really that into craps, but
So what I've gotten from it, you either bet the pass line or the don't pass. Don't pass is for them to roll a 7 or 12 or some other number, I think. The pass line is for them not to roll that. If they don't roll that, then that's the point. And they roll
yeah,
until they get a 7 or 11 or something like that.
yeah, craps. And then you go
Or if you
out.
get snake eyes, you're done.
I'm gonna try to play it tomorrow. I've always wanted to learn. It looks so fun. People, I just always want. I've never
And
thrown
one of
a
the
dice.
things when I play, and then it's like, yeah, as the games, if someone's on a roll and you got all this money out there, if they pay you on one, unless you like push it, which usually you have to give them a couple dollars because there's you're betting on multiple things and they like to keep it to round numbers. I'm the one that like pulls my bets because like I know eventually this guy's rolling the craps and like the thing that sucks in that game is yeah, everyone pushes all their bets on all these rolls as money's coming in, and then the craps come and yeah, they just sweep every chip off that table. So I'm the guy that like goes, oh no, all right, yeah, I'm off. Pay me and I'm off that number. But then when somebody goes on a heater, oh, I get why you
yeah.
do all that because you're counting on these heaters. But when you understand that the reason that the craps are what they are, there's more combinations. Like 7 is the most combinations out of different numbers of the dice roll, right? So it's going to come up more often. 4, 3, 2, 5,
I actually never looked up
6.
the actual statistics of that.
Oh well, you don't even have. Well, the statistics are based on what I'm saying. Like certain numbers have more combinations of of dice that equal it, and yeah, that's why 7's the thing. 7 is the most combinations out of the numbers you can create with 2 dice, 1 through 6.
Um,
So I've never played craps before. And I got invited out to the Boxing Hall of Fame, and they do their induction at a casino. And I was with some guys with big, big money. And they got me to play craps with them, and they were teaching me, and then it became my time to throw. And I went on a 23 roll, and I didn't make shit because I didn't know how to bet, but everybody at the whole table was just banking it hard.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
I was throwing the hard ways, sixes, eights, fours.
Man.
I just want to throw the dice. That's all I want to do.
Like I'm not really. I mean, a lot of times I'm in the casino and I'm more
Think about it.
experienced at these other games. But the reason that I like got and play craps sometimes, and no, there'll be like a few tables, but one table's ripping and roaring and cheering, and everybody's fucking having the best time, like above like the rest of the casino floor. And like I've been drawn to like, what's going on over? Oh man, there's an open slot. Let me get in here. And yeah, sometimes there's like a certain group of people. I guess they all have usually there's alcohol people involved at that table. And they're all cheering each other on. They don't know each other, but like you think they did.
I
You
really like
know?
the baccarat table when it gets rowdy, dude. That
Yeah,
when there's all seats at the baccarat table, yeah.
I forget the things they say. There's all these words that they say, mainly in Chinese, that
Oh.
You could bend the cards completely. If like, yeah, it's interesting.
well,
Maybe because they're never gonna use them again.
like when I first started playing baccarat, and then when I realized in that game against the other game, especially blackjack, you have like a bunch of decisions that affect the guy next to you, the whole table, you, what you do or don't do, the the flow of the shoe gets fucked up. And shit. Where baccarat, no, your only thing is you bet this side or this side. That's it. In the rules, it's not like, oh, I'll take a hit. That you don't take a hit. The rules make you take a hit or not.
I'll take a
Right?
hit.
You're betting on these two sides that have these equal rules, right? Um, so you don't ever have to second guess like, oh shit, I shouldn't have hit, or you know, and I like that about it. You just bet one side or another. That's it. It's basically almost the same as flipping a coin
Yeah.
You got to pay a commission for the
on the
banker.
bank side. And that's just because Vegas or any the casino, they have to have the rake, is what you call it, the table. Like when you say like, oh, have the human there, it's at the minimums, whatever. Because yeah, to have the human there, which means you need a pit boss to manage them and the staff. Yep, the table has to make that amount of money. Like even though I really don't gamble much anymore, but I did a lot of it. My friend who's actually on his way here, he makes his living off of Texas Hold'em poker. He's really, I mean, I don't know what good he has no aspiration to do anything but like play 6 8 hours 4 or 5 nights a week and make X amount, like what a job would pay. He doesn't like, he just works it like that. But like he made me understand, like, yeah, I would play like the lower stakes games. And he's like, yeah, don't you realize that you can't overcome the rake? And I never thought of it, but oh, a few times, like, yeah, I'd be locked in an 8-16, 4-8, or 8-16 game with the same 9 people for hours. And even though one person had more chips, eventually people had to keep buying racks of chips because, oh, hour after hour, there's a certain amount that seems small per hand, but per hour, it adds up to like a good amount that, and then, oh, in a higher stakes game, oh, the rake's only like $1 higher for much more action, right? And yeah, he would always tell me, yeah, you're never going to win because you can't overcome the rake. And it took me a long time to really understand what he meant because I just felt more comfortable in the lower stakes, win or lose. But yeah, that's like a sucker's play because you can't overcome the rake.
The thing with it is, you would have to go in there and hit it. Like, you got to go in, go up, and go out.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That don't
most
happen.
gambling's that way. Like blackjack is definitely that
Yeah,
way.
but poker, you're playing each other. You're not
Baccarat is definitely that way. Poker has this other thing where, yeah, you have to, oh, it could take hours, or it could, you could have a bunch of great hands in the first half hour. But yeah, and there's this other pressure of like, if you come into a table and then hit a few good hands and get up and leave, there's like this weird peer pressure where like in other gambling against the house, there's none of that.
No, you're supposed to give someone a chance to win their money back, but
Yeah,
I don't.
well, like some of that is in a poker, it's much more social, and you end up knowing those people if you play there regularly. This some of them,
Yeah,
and so
but
if you don't give action, you won't get action. Like that's part of it too. Like
yeah,
you just hope on the give action and get action part that you the numbers
you gotta
run in
go
your favor.
there. If you go there on, or at least encore on a Friday or Saturday, there is a bunch of fucking college kids out there chilling and
Well,
partying.
I mean, we've created like when in California, even the lotto was like the first legalized gambling. The poker places, when I first went to them, they were called card clubs. Like the reality of the two different forms of gambling, card clubs are pari-mutuel gambling. The house has no stake in it, the casino that you're in. Where they like Vegas, oh no, it's house gambling for the most part, right? And that's like two different animals. Like rate horse track, that's pari-mutuel gambling. Like you're not betting against the house. It's they're just managing everyone else's bet. You're betting against other people. Which, yeah, I probably had more success being a winner in pari-mutuel situations than against the house.
Um,
The house has all these edges, and yeah, it's hard.
what's up?
Like
Something
the
else.
best way to play like against the house is go for it and get like double, triple, quadruple up and get the fuck out of there. If you sit there for hours and have fun and all that, oh, that's when the advantage goes to the house for sure. The longer you play.
Why I like blackjack. And I don't like to sit at a table that has people at it.
But
I
even
want
that,
me and the
like, oh, if
dealer.
you and the dealer and you whatever, 15 minutes, a lot of hands could go down. If you're up, like you, oh, what did you expect to have happen? Oh, if you sit there and go for 2, 3 hours, most likely the the house is going to win, right? Because that's when the statistics of those numbers compel.
If I'm sitting at a blackjack table for 4, 5, 6 hours, I'm winning big time. Because
Yeah.
if not, I'm already gone.
A lot of times,
Supposedly,
yeah, I've had the inclination to stop while I was ahead, but didn't, and then regretted it.
oh yeah,
Where
dude, I did that the last time I'm not. Well, no, the last time I actually left with money, but I won. The second time I went to Encore, I went up like 500, and I gave it all back.
that's what's good about like, yeah, like being able to go outside or to your car. Now you probably just go outside to the smoking section, smoke some weed, take a breather, and then go back at it. And
Yeah, you can't smoke in Encore, but they put balconies all over the fucking property, so you could go outside anywhere.
well, I listen to this guy Vegas Matt. He's like a high level
Oh yeah, I watch them all the
SWAT
time.
guy. Yeah. Well, in the last month in this episode, I guess in the high roller place, I
Someone
today,
was smoking a joint.
yeah, like just in there, like okay, like I didn't know that was
I
okay,
commented.
but
I was like, it has
I
to be either someone really old or a really big whale that they're just letting it fly because they're not
yeah,
supposed
I know
to.
one thing. Like there's rules for people
they
that are have money, whales, whatever you want to call it, that are different than the rest of our rules.
Yeah,
Especially in the
because the
highway.
flamingo told me I couldn't smoke cannabis at the table, that I had to take it outside because it's actually the
Well,
gaming
okay,
room, the gaming tables and the gaming, that's all like federally like controlled.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
So-
yeah. But
And
here's the
So
thing, like, okay,
you
in
can't
New
smoke
York,
cannabis there.
New York has casinos too, right? Um,
I go
yeah,
past
I
one to
guess
get
if
my
you their
cigarettes.
law is you could smoke cannabis anywhere you smoke weed. I mean, or cigarettes, right?
Cigarettes.
You can smoke cannabis there. So yeah, that's going to be hard to say. Oh, but that doesn't mean you can smoke weed here. But
private
maybe
property.
because of the federal thing, I get that. Like even when I was involved with the couple tribes out here that were trying to get in cannabis, yeah, ultimately the chief and the power base, even though they needed money and it would have been a good thing, they were afraid of like jeopardizing their casino license by
The moneymaker.
involving themselves in the cannabis business. Back because like remember like it wasn't that many years ago that like part of it was they would they would threaten to take your landlord's property, right? Like that. I remember going, yeah, that's and that changed things because then landlords were like, oh yeah, no, fuck that. I'm not getting that letter saying, oh, you rent to cannabis person, so we're going to seize your property. I don't know how many people really got their properties taken that way, but they used to threaten them.
Uh, yeah, Halloween's coming up. Anyone doing anything for Halloween? Any events?
But I got planned.
Halloween's the middle of the week.
I don't even know.
It's like
I never celebrate
Tuesday, I
Halloween.
think. Sugar Magnolia is playing Halloween.
There used to be a bigger tradition of good Halloween shows all over the country.
Yeah, I
Unless,
mean,
I'd like to go see Goose
well,
for
I like
Halloween.
everyone's
Baltimore for Billy Strings because this year he's in Baltimore of all places. But he puts on a themed Halloween
So
show over the years.
so does Goose.
Yeah. And
Goose
over
does the
here,
same
like that
thing.
hip hop, like Grateful Dead Halloween shows. Like that was a thing.
The freakier got
Like,
freakier.
yeah, basically. Like there were certain things that got added. Like Grateful Dead shows are pretty freaky to begin with, whatever day of the week they are. But if you add them to certain holidays, yeah, they really.
On Halloween, I would definitely not take anything from anybody.
Well, over the
Or I'd
years,
ask them how
my
much
wife,
is in it.
my like we realized that certain nights were like rookie nights. Like when you like, yeah, that's when all the like an obvious one is Saturday night shows. Like Saturday night shows are like half the crowd are these like rookies, like tourists basically.
Tours.
I don't know. It's always fun. I could go to Salem and have a blast, I bet. But there's just so many fucking people.
Well, Salem, like, yeah, that's where the ladies took acid, but they thought they were witches. That's Salem, right? Where they burned the
Well, they
witches.
did. Yeah, they burned them, but it was because of the uh, bread
They
I
were
had
don't
mold on it.
being affected by what ultimately is LSD or like an
Yeah.
unprocessed, like, right? I mean, I saw a story that sounded probably more realistic than these were real witches. Like somehow these certain women fucking started getting dosed up and fucking started tripping out, and then they fucking people can't burn them to the stake.
Yeah, it's been pretty. It's as soon as October hits, it becomes a wild place. I mean, it's a wild place all year round. But
I'd like to go down to Mexico and experience that.
oh shit,
Mm.
Day of the Death.
Yeah.
Hey, they did study or they did release something that said, what's the healthiest candy to give or to get at Halloween? It's pretty obvious which one it is. And I'm like, I switched from eating the peanut butter M&Ms back to the peanut one after reading that. I like M&Ms. Because yeah, the healthiest one is peanut M&M.
Yeah, because it's got a big ass peanut in it.
It's got a peanut in it.
Yeah, the peanut butter ones aren't probably real peanut butter.
Yeah, that's what I realized too. Even though I like those ones, I've been liking those ones. I realized, yeah, that's like it would probably be really good, even a Reese's, and well, because I've done that where I had chocolate and some real peanut butter dipped in, and like, oh, that's good. What Reese's, I don't even know what their center is. Is that even peanut butter? No, not really, right? It's not like you can buy a jar of the Reese's peanut butter in the peanut butter center because
You
yeah,
can,
You can now.
yeah, you can buy it now.
Yeah, on Amazon.
well, I notice a lot of products have done that.
There's cinnamon toast crunch bacon. Supposedly it's like a brown. I don't know. I forget what the guy was saying. He said it didn't. It still had like the bacon flavor, but it was like cinnamon. It wasn't like cinnamon toast crunch. But
I
it did have
know
like
like
cinnamon too.
real good bacon and then real maple syrup. Yeah, That's good together.
They make a bunch of crazy shit. I've always been a Butterfinger person.
Yeah,
Or
I like
peanut
those.
butter.
Those are good candy.
I eat pistachio ice cream.
I like pistachio ice cream. Yeah.
I like maple walnut too.
Mainly
Anytime I
because
get
they were like
maple
selling
walnut,
the little pints for 2 for $5 or something, like 250 each a few months ago. Because I like in pints of ice cream at the store, I was buying like what Ben and Jerry's or just different brands. But the first pint on the market when I remember as a kid or like premium ice cream was Haagen-Dazs, right? But then all these years went by and I didn't buy Haagen-Dazs. And then they had this sale and I got a couple pints and it's like, yeah, Haagen-Dazs like makes their ice cream a certain way too. That like all their flavors, there's a consistency. I'm not even sure how to describe it. And then lately I've been like, yeah, then they don't have like every fucking thing you could throw into it, fucking flavors. They have their basic flavors. They have a lot of flavors. Like even one that I like, pineapple coconut ice cream. It's like really pineapple and coconut together. Good. Haagen-Dazs yeah. So like so many other companies started competing for the pint, but they were the first like premium pint that I remember
it's
20,
been
30
Ben
years.
and Jerry's for a long time now, though.
Oh yeah, no. And I support them. Fuck
Me
yeah.
too.
And I love Cherry Garcia and there's a lot of their flavors I like. But one thing I started realizing, I like ice cream. Some of their pints are like, yeah, there's a little ice cream in there. It's mainly a bunch of other fucking shit. And that's cool. That's good. But sometimes you feel like just ice cream without all that shit in it.
Do you remember Chunky Monkey?
Yeah. That's a Ben and like Ben Jerry's has so many good ones. Like I give him credit for that shit. I don't hate on them. Fuck.
Yeah,
And
if I go to like,
because oh yeah, I love Cherry Garcia. I never get sick of that one.
supposedly they're from Vermont, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, those are I mean, they're gotten old now and became whatever. But no, those guys are real fucking hippie dudes, dude. Like right out of the time. And they
How
supported all that stuff and
how old is Baskin Robbins?
I think he's like KFC guy. He's on Because Baskin Robbins was like, yeah, that was like the first store that was like, oh, and it was a big thing. They had 31 flavors. Like now they don't even really brand that. So,
51.
well, yeah, because 31, I mean, shit. But back then it was 31 flavors and they would switch them out every time you went. Or every so often there'd be like something new and uh,
Thackeray Ice.
yeah.
That's what I got.
And yeah, they made certain ones that were, yeah, they were good at the time. Like I remember this one they made the mocha almond fudge. They make a pistachio that's really good too.
I can't lie, it's super expensive, but I love Cold Stone.
Yeah, I mean, that's just another example of why it's expensive because oh, they're really using the finest ingredients, and that makes a difference.
Yeah. Ice cream shop I was working at. They buy out of a small ice cream place company, I should say. not place.
I got a couple farms that make their own around here also.
Oh man. I'm glad I don't live up there. I'd be
Hippo
fat.
Farm, Cherry Hill. Uh, there's another one in fucking Clinton, I think. Yeah, there's a fucking bunch of creameries around here.
Yeah, well, I've already gained like 26 pounds really quick.
There used to be a place called Stillman's Farm where you could go there and they had fresh milk, like just done in the fridge,
Unpacked.
and they had fresh chocolate milk. It was so good. They had strawberry and they had like banana milk, and it was actual strawberries, actual bananas. It was so good. Yeah, see, that's a lot of plants. I guarantee you that's 25 in each, maybe.
Well, I can tell you, there's a rows of 5, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 15, 16, 15, 16, 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 rows of 5. That's exactly what's there.
I was right
150.
though. So there was 25 in each tray though, right?
Roughly, something like that.
Yeah. Holy shit! I'm surprised I got that. Your screen's so small. Man.
And then as they go into flowering, 4x8 tray, 18, like 6 rows of 3 is, and yeah, I mean, we've done it every which way to finally come down to like, yeah, if you overcrowd it, ultimately that's not the best way to get the best number and the best product.
Oh,
And you don't want to underdo it. You don't want to, basically, you don't want to be able to see light shining down onto the tray because,
that's lost money.
yeah.
All right, guys. My phone's getting starting to die. I'll try to jump on tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good night.
Later, Smash.
Yes, sir.
I was, my nap went past the beginning of the show. What are you smoking on, D?
C13. Um, I don't know.
Well, whatever it is, it must be good then.
Dairy Queen G13 and Cali Gold. Yeah, man.
That hippie crasher, that Cushman's cross, that was pretty good.
Nice.
I'm pretty high.
Yeah, whatever crasher is pretty good. Like I've grown a few different crashers. I'm growing one now, the Sure Crasher. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, I want to grab a cut of that up you.
I'm not sure what crasher is. Wouldn't be hard to find out though on whatever Google or whatever weed sites. There's a few that seem to be the predominant place with the most entries or whatever. What is it called? Like Weed Finder or no? I don't know. The
Seed
name of it.
finder.
Seed
A
Finder. Yeah.
strain Strain finder.
Well, they seem to have like, oh, there was a bunch of people threw their hats in the ring, and now years later, it seems to be there's like one
One.
that's more prominent, and there's a couple others less. But and yeah, I think Seed Finder doesn't do this as much as the couple other ones. Like sometimes I'll read, and then there's like this some writer, you can tell when something's very professionally written, and then they like give the like a couple paragraphs of what he like what to expect, that like, oh, and it tries to hit on every single thing, you know, like I think some of those are like not even real reviews. Like, it's just like somebody's job it is that the word salad at it.
So my bank sent me a new debit card finally. So I think they're ready to put money back in my account.
Yeah, are they giving you interest on it too? As if
Hell
it was
no.
if it was the other way around, they would be taking it. They more than
Yeah.
anybody knows what that amounts to. Actually, my mom ran this massive entertainment payroll for that was part of their firm. And like a lot of where their profit came from in the bigger scheme was like if the checks were going to California and then they were drawn on a New York bank, vice versa. And that would create these like days of processing that, yeah, on their balance, they collected interest. It seemed like
Daily.
so small, but like how fast people were able to cash the checks because, oh, the company you're doing the payroll for pays the full amount before you send out the checks. But then, oh, if you can get it to that check takes 5 days to now today they maybe have cut some of that out with the way they do it because back then a check out of state check took like more days. And I was like, oh, that's a
Took like a
smart
week
hustle,
to clear.
you know, to make millions of dollars a year. Like my mom's business, like looking back, I chose my own path, but her whole thing was, yeah, money makes money. And that was her career, making money, make money. She would, I remember hearing her on the phone trying to talk like whoever, a lot of times influential fucking stars or people that had, they were popular at the time. That's why they had, needed a business manager. That, oh, yeah, even though we're going to take 15% of your gross, I'll make you back. Like, and that was what they could do. Like, oh yeah, you pay us 15%, but what we're doing for you makes you 20%. Oh, so you're doing good. That would be that's how you get over like giving 15% of your gross up.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Fine
funny, I'm
tax write-offs.
doing a lot of interviews and I've always appreciated him as an actor. And oh, this book he wrote, which is why he's doing these interviews, is pretty Like he's 80 some years old, so he didn't sugarcoat much of it. Yeah, like not that long ago, like he describes when, like you wouldn't think, but then it parallels when he was in some really stupid movies. You're like, what the fuck? Al Pacino took that movie or this movie? Yeah, he lost 50, like, oh, he was set 50 million, rolling for what? Oh, somehow he spent, he says he spent it. Well, his business manager, whatever, is in prison for fraud. And not only from him to a bunch of people, which is happens um, more than it should. Um, uh, yeah, but yeah, he went dead ass broke. I was like, damn.
It happens. Man, I got to do an interview tomorrow for Thailand in the morning about genetics. Definitely staying busy, that's for sure. We're getting dad to do more exercises, but it's basically me being like the therapist. But I do get to leave every once in a while, and I'll be coming out to see you, bud, like I said, before Thanksgiving.
It's in the next month
Yep.
because yeah, we're in the tail end of fucking October. Shit, it's crazy how fast the years start to go by, like so fast.
Yeah, they do. 25. I can't believe 2025 is coming up. Just the other day, we were talking about going to Amsterdam for year 2000. I wanted to go to Prague. Yeah, so my friend that I got my speakers off of, he kind of came out and said, yeah, I gave up Buckeye Lake. I was bought out. And now he's like, well, do I like move to Aruba the whole year? Or maybe I just go see different countries. So he's going to come out for a whole month, take him into Laos and to Cambodia to see Angkor Wat, which would be cool because it's been about 6 years since I've been there. So they're going to have a lot more opened up. Angkor Wat is a ancient city in Cambodia that they thought had all these temples in like one little area. And when they finally got that LiDAR out, they actually found like a 4 square mile city that's covered over by a jungle. And it happens to be the place where the famous Tomb Raider shot is, with Lara Croft in front of the big trees with the big roots behind her.
Fucking muted. Right on, Captain.
Then we'll go down to Phnom Penh and then Sihanoukville.
I've heard of that place before, Phnom Penh.
Yeah, you should. I've gone live from there. I've walked people around there. I've taken you guys a lot of places.
Mhm.
If you'd like to donate to my next trip,
Captain will be going to Diddy's house for a party.
I saw a thing. Denny's is closing 150 spots around the country. I'm like, I don't go there, but it is like an art that there's no more coffee shops other than Denny's, especially that's open 24 hours.
Yeah.
And now they're closing them. Like that must mean that, yeah, people just don't frequent that anymore.
Not true. Big Fork mon ami. Cheers, Zoe Slammer. Christoph. Anybody?
And
here's
somehow
Christoph.
by whatever, I guess you call these things post or whatever, mainly on Instagram. In the last couple days, like I do not eat fast food very rarely, but like I grew up on that shit. So every once in a while, as bad as that shit is, like I crave certain things. I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably time to fucking have a Big Mac, like maybe 3 or 4 times a year, or quarter pounder or whatever. And
I
all of a
wouldn't have
sudden,
one right now.
yeah, like I was like possibly gonna like go out of my way to where this McDonald's is because I was having that. And then I read somebody died and like 40 people have E. coli and mainly in Nebraska and Colorado and a couple other states. But they still got quarter pounders on the menu there, but no more onions and that patty. Cause like part of the thing was, only that patty and with the onion, that's maybe where they don't know where the E. coli came from. But so we stopped that.
People,
The Big Mac isn't that patty and there's no those onions in there. So I was like, oh, maybe they're okay. But then I was like, oh no, fuck that. That's a sign. Like you don't even if tip. I've never eaten at Chipotle because of that. Their problem at the beginning, which I'm sure that was so long ago. But like,
People don't know.
yeah, because that's a popular place and thriving. They're all over the place. Uh,
I
yeah, at the
think they
beginning,
suck.
some of it was like that they didn't keep the temperature right, or I don't know what the fuck, but like a lot of people got sick off their shit.
When they first opened up, they were good, but there was one across the road from the physical therapy facility my dad was in. And me and my mom went over there and ate. And even when they were putting it together, I almost wanted to say, you know what? Nah, that food looks like shit.
You can live on it, but it tastes like shit.
It wasn't that good. I guess I gotta wait to get out to San Diego and Mexico for good Mexican food.
Olé!
But there is this Mexican restaurant around the corner that opened up that I heard was pretty good. Instead of Taco Tuesdays, it's Taco Monday.
Nice. I like real Mexican food, you know, like Taco Bell crap. That's not Mexican food.
No. Even the last time me and you went out, Bud, the food wasn't that great.
Oh, yeah, that's just Rosa's. Actually, the place, I think that's Rosie's, and the one that I go to up the road from where I'm at now is called Rosa's. Oh, yeah, I won't go back to Rosie's after Rosa's.
Good. We got a new Mexican place to go to.
Hey, boo
Uh,
boo, where's my picnic basket? Uh-oh. Did we lose everybody?
No, you're muted though.
Yeah, I know. Cheers, everybody in chat. What's everybody in chat smoking on? I'm smoking on Cali Gold right now. Yeah, yeah. What that mean?
yeah, that's from the plant I was talking about earlier, the seed plant. It's the pancake, you cross into the Wilson, cross into Starburst 36. The second set of these were a nice pattern 7. Went up from there to 9, and yeah, the one I just showed you that a little further up the plant, 11 fingers.
Wow.
That's like that's kind of a to me like yeah, usually seed newer plants. You start cloning that for years, you might lose some of that. Not that the weed won't grow good, um, but it's always a good sign to me that they have none of the fucking single leaf fingers, 3 leaf fingers. A lot of times, plants that I start cloning, that's not their tendency. But then after a year or so, when you clone them, they go through like a cycle where, oh, a couple of these like 3 leaf fingers will pop up and then it will grow back out of that. But like seed plants, they usually don't. I guess that's epigenetics.
Hey, boo boo.
When you start cloning something over and over and over.
Hey, boo boo.
I've never had a problem, but I have a tendency to take my plants outdoors too. and then take cuttings and bring the cuttings back in.
You don't take them for a walk, do you, Captain?
No,
Okay, good. Just checking.
I give them a haircut though,
That's okay.
because sometimes those clones would be bushy.
Email.
Ah,
No.
I tell you what, having a humidifier in the room has made a big improvement in my life lately.
No. Skunk 818. I'm not sure if he sent out testers already yet. The best thing to do is to tune in tomorrow if you can for the safety meeting, and you can ask him. Unless he comes back in the next hour or so, we can ask him. All aboard the whole train. Look at that plan. Look at that button. Yeah, man. No worries, skunk. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Mr. Scotto. Bud's got some pretty sweet room. Cheers, Southern Vintage. Vermont Vintage.
A rare bud that's under the canopy, but it's super honky too.
Being.
It didn't even really get right. It's way down here.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, I'm having a slight problem with my two trimmers. No, not the one. He just gets drunk and it's a little, but that's his life. Uh, but he gets the work done. The other one, like literally, this room is done, except that they haven't even booked some of it, and there's still stuff from the previous harvest that's a month ago, maybe 5 weeks. So like they're behind on that. Oh, like I tried to be a little more stern about the work, and then wait, her cat died. I was like, okay, I guess I don't know. She had to put her cat under his. There's always something like that where, yeah, managing people is fun because that's creating a problem.
Yeah.
do
But
it yourself.
then,
Suck it up, Buttercup.
well, I already did. We need the product. leave there, go to their houses and start being worked on. Because if I bring in fresh stuff to the environment, even if I put them in tops, no, it's like, you don't want to do that. It will like put moisture back in that I don't want. And just the work needs to get done. Because like sometimes by putting on like, yeah, they've like, oh, there's all these reasons. I don't need to go into them. This, that. I got to do my son's job for years, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and in the past, like those signs, when it gets to that point, then you're like, all right, you're fired. Except that
Yeah.
not easy to replace people. That's like a whole, especially when trust isn't the issue. We have like a system there. Oh, well, yeah, that becomes like, oh, somebody knew you couldn't until you worked with them long enough to do that. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I always trim my own.
Oh,
Besides that, I invited friends over because they thought it would be cool to trim weed. Well, that
Yes.
lasts about 45 minutes to an hour, and after that,
Oh,
they're like, no.
I thought you were gonna say 20 minutes. I was gonna guess 20 minutes.
no. All right. Yeah, well, I've done my share for me. It's been
Oh
many
yeah.
years. Um, yeah, like 15 to 20 every month. That's all, that's what I produce. It's not that much, but it's a bunch. And we keep people motivated and on track. And it's not like, oh, you have resumes and you hire the crop. You're left with like the bottom of the barrel of like, you know, people, like people that are more astute, usually have careers and shit like that. That's something I've noticed. Like, oh, I like helping out the freaks. I'm one of them. But yeah, I'd like to also like have like an ad the paper and have like 20 resumes and be able to like pick the person with the best qualifications and the best track record,
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem when I go trim. I like looking at the buds more. So I'm a little bit slow.
Cheers, Shabby.
All right, I gotta take care of something. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Uh,
Thanks for the warning. Hmm.
I was going through one of the rooms up here in the apartment. Well, we won't call it apartment. We'll just call it the top of the garage.
Uh, True.
And I found an electric blanket.
Uh-huh.
That's gonna make life so much better.
Just be careful with those. Those are really those can be really dangerous, Cap.
Yeah, well,
Just saying,
when
man. I hate to see something happen to you, man.
to get heat, you need to plug something in the wall. You do what you
Oh,
do.
yeah, yeah. There we go.
There's no heat, there's no air conditioning up here, nothing.
Well, at least you won't freeze in the summertime.
Nope. But it gets 110, 115 up here.
That's okay for me. Hey,
And
hardcore.
110, 115 with this weather is a bitch.
I love it.
Yeah, well, you don't have the breeze coming off the lake all the time, bringing the moisture. So the humidity's really high. It's sticky.
Ooh wee. Icky, icky, icky.
Wish.
Put it in the air. All right. Going to see a moon bow. I'm gonna smoke some P13. Ha ha ha.
You're heading back towards the Afghani. Sounds like someone wants to get stoned.
Yep. Hmm.
I still got half that Death Star joint sitting there.
Oh shit, eh? That's wild. You said you're gonna smoke that like
Well, you
3 hours
guys
ago.
got me. No, you guys talked me into smoking the
Well, that's right.
hippie crasher.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
And I'm 2 drinks in.
Uh-oh. Hang on to your hats, folks. Uh, uh, all right. I find this stuff hard to roll.
Because it's sticky.
Oh no, it's dry. Really dry.
Oh,
Sticky, I don't mind because it sticks to my make my finger sticky. My finger will stick to the paper to help roll it better. This stuff is like, just won't wrap right.
wet your fingers.
No, I know I
I
do.
had I had to do that in Thailand a lot.
Yeah, 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 man. Yeah, man. All right. Everybody must get stoned. Sweet. Hopping Chester the cheetah. What? That's a weird name, Dabby. Chester the cheetah. Huh.
I would say if someone said a strain Chester to cheetah, it would be cheetah piss times the cheese or the other way around.
Mhm. Isn't that the guy from Cheetos commercial? Chester? Uh, Alright, yeah, this is better. Oh, no, thank you.
What time is it?
It's nighttime.
What time is it? Bubba? No.
No.
Oh, really? You're what?
Not right now. You see the time on it?
I know who.
What's that, Captain?
I don't know what, but I know who.
Hang on. Oh, Moonbow. Yeah, man.
You forgot what you rolled.
Yeah, Mrs. D. Or whatever, Mrs. D. They don't roll it that much. It's mainly nighttime. But then again, sometimes I have like 5 or 6 different strains all at once. Oh, there you go. Debbie J says cheetah piss crossed with red velvet. That's what Chester the cheetah is. Oh,
I came up with a new name for that one, but we're gonna leave it.
true. Yeah. Right on. This stuff, I can roll this stuff easy. Zoop. Boom, done. I like how this stuff feels dry.
Yeah, I can at least say a lot of the stuff that I have has probably that, 10 to 14 day dry,
Mm.
and then probably has another 2 to 3 week cure on it.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
I know I won't go to another event on the west side of Michigan.
What is that?
Just the prices are a lot higher.
Oh yeah.
I'm a cheap son of a bitch. But no, it just seems like I have a better time and I know more people on the east side.
Mm.
The west side is more spread out,
Well, sorry. Sorry, I had
where the east side you have like Ann Arbor, and that's only 45 minutes away from Detroit.
Detroit what? Detroit what?
So it's
True.
more of a metropolitan area. And then an hour north, you have Flint,
I
which is a
just
pretty big city.
yeah. Just yeah.
I was thinking about seeing if there was if they were having Vehicle City was having their Halloween party this weekend or next weekend.
Mhm.
I can't do it this weekend, but if it's next weekend, I could.
What?
I gotta take someone a couple Death Star clones.
Cool. Mhm. Mhm.
What else?
Mm,
You saying about that?
I forgot.
But
I had a great picnic tonight.
I did pick up a couple caregivers that were willing to grow for me.
Right on. That's always good to have.
We flower during the winter and cold months, and we make seeds during the hot months.
Mhm.
This G13's off.
Yet there was a guy giving away cuts down here a while back.
Crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, considering how much I would have charged for the cuts.
How can you
Here
do?
you go.
I'll take a free cut of G13.
I'm sure you would. A lot of people would.
Damn right.
But because of trolls, he's gone now. That and the AI of Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've hit wreck so much that we should have our own platform where we could go and it could be totally free to do whatever we want.
Uh-huh.
Talk about genetics, talk about seeds, talk about whatever, and not be censored. But I guess that would be constitutional.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you're Canadian. What does your constitution look like?
It's the shape of a hockey stick. Or Canadian goose, eh? Oh. Oh shit.
I'm tired of all the election bullshit on TV.
Yeah, true say.
If we were in Thailand, the two running people in the state of Ohio, one of them would be like hit with about 20 like defamation of character lawsuits by now.
Mm-hmm.
That person sits on like the Trump side. but just blatant lies, and people eat it up. All the sheeple.
That was what are you doing, kitties? Monotone. Hmm. Right on.
Wish I had some munchies.
Huh, that's crazy. I was at the store the other day specifically for munchies. Picked up TVs and different.
Oh, Cool Ranch Doritos, a little snack pack. That'll work.
I thought I was your snack pack. I'll put this out. I need a coffee.
Her name's Nom.
Hmm. All right, time for coffee. One more. Come with me, Hail Mary. Come quick. Hi,
My
Moo.
mom, my mom grabbed the wrong coffee cup the other morning and said, "Holy shit, your coffee is strong."
Yeah, I've grabbed Mrs. D's coffee before, and I was like, ah, I have to spit it out just because of taste. It's crazy. Hi, Moo. Are you following me? Good little boy. Oh, Moo. Rooster. Go ahead, Mrs. D. Hi, Moo. I'll close the door. Oh, maybe he did follow me up. Good. Right on. Oh, oh.
This was perfect.
What's that, Cap?
Cool Ranch.
Oh, right on. Mrs. D likes those. I'm not much of a Doritos guy. They're okay. Holy fuck. Just buying the box of coffee in a moment.
I bought some coffee the other day. Holy shit, has coffee gotten expensive?
Yeah, we have to wait till we get the pod, so we wait till now that I drink the Tim Hortons the same as Mrs. D because it tastes better than my other stuff. Anyhow, we pay $20 for a pod or box, which is on when it's on sale. Not sponsored, by the way. This stuff's
Go.
awesome.
Mhm.
Go for a count.
Bud's got one of those machines.
I've had to buy recently had to buy a new machine. The other one was crapped out. I guess I must have overused it. What happens when you make like 20 coffees a day?
Yeah, that's a lot of coffee. That's a lot of caffeine and sugar.
Yeah, man. I like my coffee. I hear you. Hi, Mr. Moo. Well, cheers, everybody in chat. I hope everyone's having a great night. Well, there's my broccoli still soaking in water. Maybe I'll change it and put it in the fridge. Maybe I'll just have the opportunity. That's cold. Trying to crisp up my broccoli. A little soggy by throwing cold water. Let it soak in cold water. That way. Come with me, Larry. Put the speed in bucket and go into it. Get a deck. Hop on, folks, come join us. We might have to might have to call the show early tonight.
Yeah, sorry I'm not too talkative.
No, it's not your fault at all, Captain. Oh,
I'm just like beat.
yeah, I'm pretty tired too. Me and
I'm
Mrs.
on
driving around a lot today. Here, there, and everywhere. There and last night.
I'm on like 3 months of basically an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of sleep twice
Yeah,
a night.
yeah, that's crazy. I've had more sleep than that. That's hectic.
And after a couple months, it starts to wear on you.
Yeah, no doubt. Sugar. Caffeine. I need caffeine.
I need an elephant tranquilizer or something to put me out.
What? Yeah.
What I would give for 20 hours of sleep.
What's that? Oh. Um,
Definitely don't want to be hit by a truck or something to get there.
no. You need some Mexican food. I hear it's like eating a 20 pound eating a 20 pound Ambien. You get tired right after.
I'm getting old. I get tired after I eat anyways.
Ah, there you go. True.
But the thing is I'll eat and then I'll stretch out on the bed because my back hurts from the fucking chairs downstairs.
Uh-huh.
And I'll end up falling asleep. And then I'll wake up, go to the bathroom, and be all groggy and crawl back into bed. And then maybe in 15, 20 minutes, I'd fall asleep again. And then I get up and it's 1 o'clock, and you're like, fuck. So you're up from 1 o'clock until 11, 12 the next night. Tomorrow I get a good hour and a half break. My dad has a caregiver coming for him to help him with his wound on his leg. So I'll get a little break there. Mom went to take a storm door back. She's replacing the doors on the garage. So she wanted to put a storm door on the back one. It took her 2 hours to come back. The store's only 5 minutes away from the house. There's a song out there. It says, "Don't dominate the rap, Jack, if you ain't got nothing to say." And I'm pretty much done, D. I know you're fixing another cup of coffee, but I'm kind of leaning the other way.
I'm muted.
Yep.
That's funny. Well, I guess we'll just end her here then, Captain. Do you want to do your outro?
Well, yeah, I guess so. If anybody wants to follow me that isn't already following me, it's Ohio's Captain Dank on IG. Once in a while, you'll get to see plant pictures, but you'll never get to see the whole garden.
Cool.
Get to see a lot of flower pictures, a lot of sunsets, sunrises. The other day, it was cool driving up to Michigan because I was driving on the turnpike, so I'm driving west to east or east to west.
Is that
So
the
I've got the sun coming up, and I'm driving into the moon.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Is that on the
the moon.
420?
It was a couple days ago.
Oh, true. Right
The
on.
moon, the moon was actually visible in Michigan until like 10:30 a.m.
Yeah, someone else is telling me that too. Oh, Mrs. G's sister did that. She went to bed seeing the moon. She went to work the next day with the moon. So that's pretty
Yep.
cool. You
I wish I had like some camera on the van because I really hit some beautiful clouds and beautiful like sunsets and sunrises.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right on.
guess you do when you spend 26 hours and you're driving 8 of them each way.
Yeah. What? The captain.
So I hope everyone out in chat has a good night. D, I hope you all have a good night. Bud, wherever you're at. Fumi, thank you for having us on. And maybe we'll catch you for safety meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Peace out.
Later, Captain. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I don't know if Bud's there or not. He's probably busy. Anyways, cheers everybody in chat. I hope everyone has a great night. Don't forget, like Captain said there, tomorrow, new 12 o'clock Pacific. Blah. Yeah, no, that's right. 12 o'clock Pacific time, 3 o'clock Eastern. I almost did it wrong there. I thought I did it wrong. The safety meeting, like always, Tuesday safety meeting. Don't forget to check us out then. Thanks to Captain, Bud, Captain, um, Smashed, and of course, always big thanks to Fumador putting this shows on, and of course, like always, to you fans, the people watching in the chat. We all love you. Oh. Anyways, guys, hope everyone has a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Like what's his name says. Ringo. And don't forget, remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they might find you handy. Help control the pet population, eh? Have your pets spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.